Hi Universal Lumpers, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me to learn a little bit about the brand new AFLAC program that your employers brought in for you all. Whether you're full or part-time, hourly or salaried, these are going to be incredible benefits to help you and your families with out-of-pocket medical costs. I'm going to spend just a few slides covering the AFLAC program, and then we'll talk about the different benefits that you have access to. So let's get started. First of all, let's talk a little bit about what is AFLAC. AFLAC is different from health insurance because we pay cash benefits directly to you. In the event that you or a family member are sick or hurt, AFLAC will send the money directly to you, either in the form of a check or a direct deposit into your bank account. Next, AFLAC benefits become your first dollar response to out-of-pocket medical costs that health insurance passes on to you, such as co-pays, deductibles, and co-insurance. You don't have to use your AFLAC benefits to pay for these medical costs. However, with the rising costs of health insurance, a lot of people are choosing to use their AFLAC as first dollar response. So instead of putting your medical bills on a credit card or having to dip into savings if you have money in savings, let AFLAC be responsible for those costs. Some of the other things you can use your AFLAC money for if you choose to would be your mortgage, rent, car payment, and household expenses. It's your money when AFLAC sends it to you. Your claims are usually processed within just a couple days, and you get to choose that money to spend it on whatever you see fit. Even if you do not have health insurance through your employer, you may still participate in AFLAC. This is completely separate from your health insurance. And this is also true for your spouse and your dependents. Perhaps you have health insurance here at Universal Lumpers, but your family is insured elsewhere or through another program. You may still cover your whole family on AFLAC. Why is AFLAC so popular with so many employees? First of all, our benefits are fully portable. What that means to you is you own your policies. So if you leave, you are able to take your policies with you at the same low group rate. Next, no matter how many claims you file, your rates will not be increased. And finally, AFLAC will not cancel you due to multiple claims. Similar to other insurance that may change your rates or change your coverage on a fairly regular basis, AFLAC is actually different than that in that we pay cash benefits directly to you, and you're able to take those policies without any rate increases and have coverage for years to come. AFLAC benefits are predetermined and pay regardless of any other insurance that you have. Simply put, if you had an urgent care visit, and let's say that visit cost you $75, but if your AFLAC policy reads you're going to get $120 for being seen at urgent care, you get the full $125. We do not coordinate with other benefits. We look at specific dollar amounts that will be listed in your AFLAC materials when you enroll. We pay on specific dollar amounts versus percentages, and we don't look at how your other policies might pay if you have health insurance. Next, we have no networks of doctors or hospitals. For those of you that work and live in other parts of the country, aside from just here in Colorado with Universal Lumpers, this is very important to keep in mind. If you seek treatment anywhere in the United States, your AFLAC policies will work for you. All right, let's take a look at the different benefits that Universal Lumpers is choosing to bring in for you all. First of all, we have an accident policy. An accident policy covers you, and if you choose to, all your family for any type of an injury. It could be something small, such as stepping off the curb weird and twisting your ankle and needing to go get an x-ray done. It could be a horrible car accident, and anything in between. So hiking, biking, kids in sports, automobile accidents, you're covered on the job and off the job for this policy. Some of the highlights of the policy: if you seek treatment at the urgent care or doctor's office, you'll receive $75 to $125 from AFLAC. There's a little bit more that pays out if it's an emergency room visit due to an injury. You also see that there are follow-up visits that pay. A follow-up visit would be if you had to go get stitches taken out or a cast removed, for example, as well as physical therapy benefits due to an injury. We have hospital benefits that will pay you cash if you or a family member have to be in the hospital overnight or for a few days. Additional benefits for specific injuries. So most injuries will also pay you, not just treating the injuries, but the actual injuries themselves, such as broken bones, cuts, dislocations, comas, surgery, concussion, burns, ruptured discs, torn ligaments. You get the picture. Ambulance and Flight for Life. Appliances will pay you $100 to go get a pair of crutches. There's an accidental death benefit on this policy, so we do ask for a beneficiary, as well as wellness visits that will cover you and each family member if you go seek your annual wellness checkup. Let me give you a quick example on this policy. My husband was hurt skiing last year, just a split-second injury on the mountain. Nothing too major, just twisted his knee wrong, but felt something happen. When we came back home, he decided to go to the doctor. The doctor sent him to a specialist. The specialist suggested he get an MRI. The MRI said that he needed to have surgery. He then went for more follow-up visits and had physical therapy and a pair of crutches. Everything I just listed for you were out-of-pocket costs that we had, even though we had health insurance. And everything I just mentioned with my husband's knee injury, we received cash benefits from Aflac. Very helpful policy to have, costs you just a few dollars a week, similar to the cost of a cup of coffee. The next policy I want to talk to you briefly about is the hospital plan. I know this one looks really wordy, but please just bear with me for a moment on this one. One of the things I love about this policy is it covers sickness, injury, and maternity. Pretty much any reason you or a family member would seek medical treatment, you're going to have benefits that are going to pay you under this policy. There's no age banding at Universal Lumpers, so all employees will be billed the same rate. Let's talk a little bit about the policy specifically. If you or a family member have to be in the hospital, you get cash every single day for any type of a hospital stay. Next, surgery and anesthesia benefits. If you or a family member have to have inpatient or outpatient surgery, you have cash benefits that pay each day. Office visits to the doctor and urgent care, where you might have a copay, we're going to help to pay for those. Next, emergency room plus diagnostics. They can be very expensive, MRIs, those type of things. Chiropractic visits plus prescription benefits, very comprehensive policy. Illness, injury, and maternity, all in one package. The rates on this one start at only $10.14 per pay period for an employee, and again, you can cover your family as well. Let's talk a little bit about your paycheck. If something were to happen to you and you were unable to come to work for a few days or a few weeks, if you were sick or hurt and can't earn a paycheck, how will you comfortably pay your bills? If you're like most Americans, you come to work because you need that paycheck. Universal Lumpers is offering this paycheck protection plan for you to help protect the paycheck that you work so hard for. Here are some of the highlights. Coverage starts first day for an off-the-job accident. If you got hurt on a Monday on your way home from work and you can't work Tuesday, you're covered immediately for injuries. If you're off due to an illness, whether it's cancer, heart disease, gallbladder surgery, pneumonia, what have you, after 14 days, Aflac will help to protect your paycheck. You're covered for missing work up to 3 months. Usually it's those first 3 months that are really critical. If someone goes just a few weeks, they can start to get behind on their bills. Aflac doesn't want that to happen to you. Group rated discounted pricing. You have excellent rates through this program thanks to Universal Lumpers, and your rates will be in your folders to review. Of all the different benefits I'm talking about today, this is the one that's most personal to most people because their paycheck is so important, and we want to be able to make sure you can protect that paycheck. The last one I'm going to cover is life insurance. If you have some life insurance now and you want more, or if you don't have any life insurance but you want some, this is the opportunity to get group-rated, discounted life insurance policies through Aflac. Protect your family with Aflac's life insurance, discounted group rates, 10 or 20-year term policies. During the life of your policy, we will not raise your rate. We will keep your rate the same, even if you choose to leave universal lumpers, we will not increase your rate on your life insurance. Very important to keep that in mind. This benefit covers you up to $100,000, and we can also cover your family as well on life insurance. Rates for this one are also in your folders. Okay, so let's just do a brief review. The accident and the hospital policies, whether or not you have health insurance, these are really important to help protect you from out-of-pocket medical costs. Paycheck protection, the short-term disability. Please take a look at that one. Life insurance, pretty self-explanatory. You have the convenience of payroll-deducted premiums at large group discounted rates. Aflac is your first dollar response to an illness or injury versus having to put medical bills or household expenses on a credit card or dip into your savings. Last slide, our enrollment process. You should each receive a folder, and in your folder will be brochures, enrollment forms, and the rate sheets. All employees must turn in their Aflac enrollment form by December 12th. Your enrollment form will do one of two things. If you choose not to enroll, please print your name and write the word decline. You will not have the opportunity to participate in Aflac for a full year. If you would like to enroll in one or more of these benefits, take just a minute to carefully fill out that enrollment form. It looks a little bit wordy, but it's actually really easy to fill out. It'll take you probably a minute or two total, and then you'll be covered for Aflac. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have enjoyed this presentation, and I look forward to serving you over the next several months, you and your families, with the Aflac program. Thank you.